I love creating drawings with graphite pencils. It is possible to create some really beautiful and rich pictures that have a really good amount of depth. I want to show you today how I create that depth and how you can stop your own drawings from looking flat. Now, the key to this whole process comes down to using a few different types of pencils, or pencils of a few different hardnesses. Now, generally speaking, I see people using only the one pencil, maybe just an HB pencil. But if you use a few different pencils, generally speaking, I use 3 different pencils and layer them one on top of another, you'll end up with a much richer colour. So I'll show you here what I mean. You'll see that to start with, I'm shading a sphere with just an HB pencil. If I now do that same thing, make another sphere, I'm going to fill in this with an HB pencil. I'm going to then blend it, do the same with a 3B pencil, blend it, and then a 6B, and look at how much richer this colour looks, this shading looks in comparison to the circle next door. It makes a huge difference. So that exact same process can be applied to all drawings. So I'll show you this with a seashell. This is obviously much larger, more detailed than just a circle, but you'll be able to see a bit better how to use this in an actual drawing. Now, before we get started with drawing, if you do want to go through this with me in a lot more detail, I do have a full tutorial available on my website. In fact, I have not only this seashell, but loads of other drawings covering a whole host of different subject matters. For every single one of these tutorials, I include really in-depth instructions organized into small bite-sized chapters so that you can work through this one chapter at a time. I also include all of the real-time footage so you can see exactly what I'm doing. I include details of all of the materials that I use and the sketch outlines, both a light sketch outline if you want to print that sketch directly onto your drawing paper, and a much heavier sketch outline in case you want to trace. And I include the reference photo that I'm drawing from. I have tutorials not only on graphite pencils, but I also have tutorials on coloured pencils and watercolour pencils as well. Check out the link in the description. So let's start off drawing this seashell. And I want to start off by using the hardest or the lightest pencil I'll be using in this whole drawing. And my only goal here is to draw in the key shapes and the key lights and darks. Now, this pencil I'm using here is a 4B pencil, but this is a matte graphite pencil rather than a standard graphite pencil. If I were using standard graphite, I would be using an HB pencil. And you can see I am literally working one section at a time. I'm just looking at the shapes here. I'm working nice and lightly because we're going to build so much of the pencil on top of one another. And I just want to get a bit of an idea on what's going where. It's very light, but I do have my sketch outlines here to help me. And you'll see I am, as I say, pressing lightly and generally working in circular motions to try and make this as smooth and as light as possible. It's also always very important to be working with a sharp pencil. The pencil will go down much nicer and more consistently if it is sharp. So on some of the darker areas like this patch I'm working on here, you'll see that I want to build up more of the pencil here because it is darker, but I'm going over the area more times rather than just pressing really hard with the pencil to build up that extra dark patch. I'm also going to block in the whole of this very dark area on the whole of the shell, but I'm not going to worry too much about making it as dark as in the reference photo because I'll be adding a lot of softer, darker pencils over the top of this. Now, once I'm happy that I've marked in all of the shapes of the shell, what I then want to do is blend it. And I like blending with a tissue. So what I like to do is just wrap the tissue around my finger and then again pressing nice and lightly, I work in circular motions, smoothing the whole thing out. The goal at the end of this is to have a drawing that doesn't look scratchy anymore. It's obviously also going to have lost a lot of the details that I added. You can still see them roughly, but it's not going to be as as dark. It's not going to have as much contrast as it did. It's kind of like creating a light underdrawing that we can then start building off of. And that is already the first step to creating graphite drawings with more depth. Let's now do exactly the same thing, but with a softer or slightly darker pencil. So this pencil in my matte graphite pencils is the 8B. If I were using standard graphite, I would use a 3B for this step. And I'm going to do the exact same thing again. I'm going to go over all of the mid-tone and darker areas. I don't really need to go over the lighter areas again because I've already added those areas. I've already added something with the first pencil. And I'm just working through this shell one section at a time, really looking at all of the lines that are within this shell. And I'm massively helped by the fact that I've already put something down on the paper. What I can really be doing here is using those lines that I've already added and using that as a way to tweak what's here. Once again, I can build up more pencil in that darkest area on the whole of the shell. And once I'm happy with this pencil, I can once again blend it with a tissue to make the whole drawing lovely and smooth. I don't want to blend it too much because it will get very smudgy as we move on to some of the softer pencils, but a certain amount of that smudging I will be able to correct a bit later. Finally, I'm going to do the same thing again with the softest pencil I'll be using in this drawing. So this is the 12B pencil in matte graphite, or I would use a 6B pencil in standard graphite. And now I only want to be going over those darkest areas within the drawing. I don't need to be going over the lighter or mid-tone areas. So I can spend a good amount of time adding more of this pencil to this dark patch here. This is probably the darkest part of the drawing, except for maybe the shadow at the bottom, which is also particularly dark. And then once I'm happy with that, I can give a very small blend with the tissue, but I don't want to do a huge amount here. So at this point, I'm now left with a drawing that looks a bit like a smudgy mess, although it does look quite nice and deep in its color. What I now want to do is add the lighter areas back in. So where I blended this with multiple pencils at multiple times, some of which were pretty soft pencils, all of the lighter areas now have a lot of graphite on them. What I like to do is use two different erasers to add those light areas back in. So starting off here using a putty eraser, I particularly like that I can mold it into a shape and then kind of brush it against the paper to just lift a very small amount of the graphite. So this is very good for making an area lighter but in a soft way, but particularly I'm not able to be too precise with this. I'm not able to add in any fine details with the putty eraser, but already this is looking so much better. I can also use an electric eraser, which I'm able to be much more precise with, but I think it kind of creates some quite harsh light areas. So I can go between all of these darker lines, make these patches much lighter, and as I say, be really precise about where I'm doing this. So once I'm happy that I've got all of the lighter areas back in, I've now got a really great base that I can add in the final details. So at this point, I can go back to the darkest or the softest pencil I'm using in this drawing and really firstly make the darker areas that huge amount darker so that they've really got a great amount of contrast. And because there's so many layers of graphite already built up in these areas, adding this darker color over the top looks so much richer than it otherwise would. And I can also go over the whole rest of the drawing, adding all of the details one more time, just tidying up anywhere that needs to be a little bit more crisp. And by the time that I've built up all of these final details and I've got all of the contrast built up nice and accurately to that reference photo, I have a drawing that looks much more interesting than if I only did this with just the one pencil. And it's got a huge amount of detail built up within all of that richness. So that is how I go about building up the depth in my graphite pencil drawings, by building up 3 different pencils, working from the lighter pencils or the harder pencils towards the softer pencils and blending in between, so that I have a really nice and rich background that I can build all of the details on top of. Now don't forget, if you want to go through this drawing with me in a lot more detail, I do have the full tutorial available on my website. And if you'd like to go through the process that I use for my graphite pencil drawings in more detail, I do have a full video available here. Happy drawing, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.